Oh, hey Michelle. This is a video that is not for the internet. It's because I'm super stoned. Which is cool because I've run out of weed like a long time ago. And Chill and I have been smoking our resin, which has been gross and not very effective. But so I just ran into these two guys. This guy named OSHA from New Hampshire, I think. He's from New England. And I'd met him before, and he had mentioned that he was going to get resupplied in the mail, and he did. So he's like, "Hey, you want to smoke this bowl?" And and I was like, "Absolutely no!" What I say? "Fuck yeah!" And he kind of laughed until he passed it and he repacked it. So he smoked until I was like, "All right, that's good enough." It's good, and it was really good weed. He said it was a Girl Scout cookie, which his buddy, who's been hiking with him for 3 days now, said Girl Scout cookie was the most potent weed in high times, like 3 months ago or something like that. I think they're right up ahead, so I'm gonna finish my video before I pass them. But anyway, he said it was the most potent weed, whatever. And I was like, whoa. And so I was telling him that we were smoking resin. I was telling him that Chill and I had found a roach yesterday on the table, and we smoked that because we were like so desperate, whatever. And he's like, "Oh yeah, we've been leaving roaches everywhere." And I was like, "Oh my god, thank you so much," because we were like talking, Chill and I were talking about like thank you to the person who left this. Yeah, so we were very grateful when we found it. And so I got to thank him for that. And then, whatever, so we smoked this, and we were talking about Boston and all that stuff. Oh, here's Chill, walking up, so I want to finish my video. Talking about Boston, and then they were hiking out, and his friend is exhausted because he's only been hiking for 3 days. And, so, okay, let me think. Hiking for 3 days. He did 17 his first day, and, this is hard. It's all rocky, if you can see. So I told him, I was like, "Are you going to Unionville?" which is where I'm going. And he's like, "Oh, I don't know, where is it?" And I was like, 20 miles from the shelter. He's like, "Oh, 20 miles, no way. I was like, "Well, I've been hiking for an hour and a half, which is probably 4 miles. And so it's probably about 16 miles away. It's actually probably less than that. I've probably gone more than 4. I've probably gone about 5, I'm guessing. I haven't been hiking that fast, but Chill just caught up to me. He hikes really fast. But anyway, so I was like, they said, "Where are you going?" I said, "Unionville." And so I told him how far away it was, and yeah, it was about 16 miles. He's like, "Well, what's there?" I said, "Well, there's free camping." He's like, "Huh?" I was like, "Yeah, free camping. It's a pavilion." He's like, "Oh, I love pavilions." I was like, "Absolutely, they're awesome. And it's supposed to rain today." And I told him that. I was like, "Yeah, and it's supposed to rain." And he's like, "Good. No, I mean, okay." He's like, he was happy when I said it was going to rain, and that confused me. I wasn't sure why. I thought about it. It's because he's trying to motivate his friend, because he's doing 20s, because he's the thru hiker, and his friend is a little section hiker. 17's killed him. So a 16-mile day, he might refuse if it was sunny. But since it's going to rain, he was happy. He's like, "Yes, it's going to rain. That means my friend will be motivated. He will hike to the pavilion because it'll be dry." And this great motivation. So, but anyway, it was a funny story. Again, not a video for the internet. I'm going to stop, and Chill Wild's going to catch up to me. And then I'm going to tell him I got snow. Actually, no, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep hiking and try to stay ahead of him. I got to motivate him to hike fast. He'll catch up to me soon. Anyway, I hope you can hear all this, because I'm kind of whispering. Because now there's people in front of me and people behind me. Oh, by the way, we saw a bear yesterday. And I'm hearing stuff in the woods right now. There are tons of bear in New Jersey. Lots and lots of bears. So, one guy, I met this cool guy named Columbus yesterday. He's from Germany, Really funny kid. He's really cool. I like Columbus a lot. But he was talking about all the bears that no, it wasn't Columbus who told me that. It was this guy named Diesel who was hiking really fast because he has to go back to school. He goes to the University of Louisville, Kentucky. And but anyway, this guy Columbus from Germany and lived in India, and he teaches, like, he knows like 9 languages or something crazy, 9 languages. I don't know. He knows Latin. He has a degree in Latin. He's this young, like, really cool kid. So he's going to India to teach in university, and he's like this young guy teaching in a university. It's really cool. But he's on a visa that only lasts for 6 months, but he's going to travel to California before he leaves, so he's trying to do it in 4. And so he's on this like really tight budget, so he couldn't stay at the shelter. He was like talking about, he said, I have a problem. We're like, what problem? And he's like, I want to stop hiking, but I can't. Just a cool guy. We were talking about the documentary of the AT in Germany. I don't know, just cool kid. I hope I run into him. I passed someone still in their tent. I didn't recognize the tent. It looks like a funky tent. Never seen one like it, so maybe it's a German tent. But he's doing like 26s and more because, yeah, he's trying to get finished to go to California or Oregon or Washington. I don't know. He just said the West Coast. And then this guy Diesel goes to school in Kentucky. He's got to go back to school, so he's got to do it in 4 months. So he did 26 yesterday. He's trying to get to town same time I'm trying to get to by 5 o'clock, and then he's gonna hike out, keep hiking. I don't know, lots of people going fast. Like he started in May, which is crazy. May 15th or May something like that, which is like, he's on his 9th week. And we're just like, what the fuck? He's taken 3 zeros in 9 weeks. I'm like, I have probably taken 18 zeros in 4 months. That's crazy. 4 months, that's like 16 weeks. That's crazy. But anyway, this memory card is almost full, which means I'm going to send it home to you in Unionville, which is at the end of my day. 20 miles today, going to Unionville. Oh, these rocks, they're killer. So, that's alright. Hoping the terrain gets easier as we get closer to New York, like the rocks. But they're better than Pennsylvania. These are the rocks that hurt. Yep. I love you, and I miss you a lot. Yep. I hope I get a chance to talk to you every day. Every day I look at my phone hoping that you send me a text or something, or a picture. I love your pictures. But I do check every day, all the time. I woke up at 4:30 in the morning and I turned my phone off airplane mode to see if I got any texts. I check all the time, which means you can text me anytime and I will get it. So, yep, I love you. I'm almost done. Soon I will be in New York. Then I'll be in Connecticut. Then I will be in Massachusetts. And hopefully before August, I really want to be in Vermont before August. So I will have August to get through Vermont, New Hampshire, and the southern part of Maine. And then 2 or 3 weeks to get through Maine. Maine is a hard state. New Hampshire is a hard state. If you have an AWOL guide, you should just flip through it page by page and look at the elevation profiles. for where I am right now. I'm at mile 1,300 and about 30. Yeah, so 1,330 is about where I am right now. That's where this is. So, if you flip in your AWOL guide to mile 1,330 and then continue flipping forward, just flip, flip, flip. Skip the town pages and all the words. Just look at the elevation profile. As you're flipping, it gradually increases. And you say, oh, okay, yeah, Massachusetts got some hills. Yeah, Massachusetts got some good hills. And keep going. Vermont's got some, small hills. But New Hampshire, once you get to New Hampshire, they got some monster hills. And they are scary looking. So, everyone says, if you're doing 20, 22 miles a day, before New Hampshire, plan to do about 12 miles a day in New Hampshire. So a lot of people are going really fast right now because they want to, build up their average because they know it's going to slow down in New Hampshire. Vermont is supposed to be extremely muddy, and Maine is muddy with monster mountains. It's just going to be pretty intense towards the end. So, I was thinking to myself, what was I thinking to myself? Oh yeah, there comes a point during this hike when, let me just check that this is recording before I tell my story. Cool, we're still recording. I only got 9 minutes left on this memory card, and then it's completely full. So, my story. I was thinking to myself, during this hike, there's like a point, just like some certain point, where it's no longer a question of if you're gonna finish. It's like, I know I'm gonna finish. It's just, I gotta get it over with. Well, not everybody feels this way, but for me, it's a point in my hike where, it's just no longer a question. I think before Harper's Ferry, in Virginia, that was kind of a question of, do I want to keep hiking? You know what I mean? Because once you get to the halfway point, if you go past it, you're pretty much committed to doing the whole thing. I really want to commit to another 1,000 miles. And once you commit to that, you get over that mental hump of, do I really want to do this? So now my state of mind has changed yet again. This place is crazy. It makes you go nuts. So now it's no longer I'm not in a state of mind of do I want to do this? Now I'm totally committed. Now it's, alright, let's get it done. I have less than 900 miles left to do. So where was 900 miles on the trail? Somewhere in Virginia. Hiking to Virginia was not bad at all. If I had to start in Springer and go to Virginia, I think bad. So I think we're at 860-ish miles to go. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe 861. Haha, good guess, huh? Tell me if I'm right. At mile 1,330. But I don't know. So state of mind has changed. I'm in a okay, go. Let's. I have to do my miles so I can get to. I want to make progress. I want to get to new states. I want to keep moving north. I want to be in Maine. I want to be on Katahdin. And I'm really close. I know I'm there's no longer a question if I'm gonna make it. It's I know I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be there. It's just being patient and working really hard. So doing my best. Just found out that Cinderella and Woodchuck are in Unionville. They don't know that we are behind them. They don't know that we went to New York. It's supposed to rain today. there's a pavilion there, and I have to go to the post office there because that's where my package is. They were in Unionville yesterday. Yeah, I got to Unionville yesterday. Woodchuck texted Chilliwack, said she was with Cinderella. They had both caught a cold and that they were in Unionville. So we aren't sure if they are hiking out. They didn't, and that, like, they asked, where are we? And Chill just didn't answer, which I felt really bad. It's like, I hate ignoring people, and Woodchuck's a nice person. I don't like ignoring people. That's the problem with Cinderella. So, yeah, we've been actively trying to lose her now for a while. It's been funny, because we got off the trail secretly, and I went to New York, and then got back on, like, now we're behind them secretly. So I could try to, like, we're talking about camping in the woods, just outside of town, and going, like, trying to get into the post office and out without seeing anyone. But now I ran into OSHA, who has a bunch of weed, who's going to the pavilion, who was, like, more than happy to share. And he's a fun guy. He's this older guy. I'll try to snap a few pictures of him. So, anyway, I love you. I'm gonna wait for Chill a while. Basically, no, I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna keep hiking. I'm staying ahead. Okay. I love you.